Don't worry, villager number 9. We're going to have your house fixed in no time. I got wood right here. It's not a big deal. Creepers can be such a pain sometimes. Oh, I'm out of wood. Hold on a second, okay? I'll be right back. I got a tree right here. You're lucky. This is the only tree that's been grown in this area. Who knows what would have happened if we were... Oh. Hey, what's going on, guys? Log.zip here, and welcome back to the Minecraft Redstone video. Today we're going to be covering more redstone contraptions that feature no command blocks, so you can do it in your survival mode. And today we're going to be focusing specifically on TNT death traps. We're going to be combining the destructive power of TNT with the most innocent, precious, and luscious of things found in Minecraft, the tree. The place where all Minecraft players begin their journey, and we're going to be using it to form the ultimate death trap for you to use on your friends on servers, for you to test out in single player, or for you just have a little bit of fun with. We're going to be covering 3 different forms of this trap. One is quite simple and features almost no recipe resource collecting at all. One is a little more complex, but it's got a lot more firepower involved in it. And of course, what we've got over here is easily the most Oh, I hope it doesn't break it. Okay, good. Good enough. You'll see exactly what it does. One is instant and ultimate. Just like that. Oh, well, shoot. It was... Now, never mind what you saw there. In most situations, there's going to be a block right here, and that's why it didn't work. But anyways, back to what I was saying. The most destructive of all of them. Instant death, instant chaos, and you're going to be able to steal these guys' items. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little redstone tutorial video. If you do, and if you want to see more Minecraft redstone inventions, both with and without command blocks being used, then the best way to show it is by leaving a like on the video. I want to see if we can get at least 500 likes for this redstone video. But without further ado, it's time to show you how to build these babies. Alright, so the first one could not be any easier, and it is the cheapest one to make as well. All you need is 1 lever, 1 redstone, anywhere from 1 to 4 redstone torches, and anywhere from 1 to 4 TNT. It just depends on how much of an explosion you want to cause. First thing you're going to want to do is hollow out these spaces underneath the tree. These are the spaces that are going to be required. This one does require 1.8, or I think 1.7 you actually put levers like this, but you're going to want to place a lever upside down, flick it on so that it's actually providing redstone current, which will cause this dust to activate. Place the torches here, here, and we're only working in a 2D dimension right now, but if you wanted to use up to 4 torches, you would place another one right here, and then you'd place the 4th one on the opposite side. From there, you're going to want to place your TNT right underneath the torches. Again, if you want to use 4, go on the opposite side. Now, if you're anything like me, I always break the bottom log first. Most people do that because they've got their fake OCD that they like to follow with Minecraft. So what's going to happen is when you break this bottom log, the unsuspecting victim breaks the bottom log, it's going to cause this lever to break, which is going to unpower this redstone, which is, well, I guess we just show you. So this is what's going to happen unbeknownst to them. We're going to break this piece, and then look what happens. This stuff starts going crazy, and you get 2 wicked explosions that are going to cause them to fall into a pit if it didn't already kill them. So that is the first one, and it could not be any easier to make. So here's a bit more of a real-world example. We've got our test subject, myself, with some probably fairly normal armor you might see someone wearing on a server. You don't want to bring your best stuff in case someone's trying to trick you. But who would suspect that there's a ticking time bomb underneath a tree? So we're going to just break this tree as if we were gathering some wood. Obviously, you're going to see this right away. So that is one of the cons of this build, is it is not too... Well, let's see what... See, that did a good amount of damage. Again, the con is that you can kind of notice that it's happening. So if they're paying close attention, they might be able to escape from it. In addition, it's not going to kill them right off the bat. That was with 4 TNT, but it did a surprisingly good amount of damage considering we had some decent armor on. If they didn't have any armor on, which they might if they're just collecting wood, would definitely kill them. The next tree trap we're going to show is a little bit more effective in my opinion. However, it costs a little bit more than the previous one we showed off. Before I show you how to make it, I got to show you a little thing about pistons. So pistons can only push up to 12 blocks in length, and that is important because, oh, I'll show you why it's important in a second. We've got 8 sandstone blocks right here. You'll notice that we can actually push them. But see, when the sand falls, now we've got 9 blocks there, 10 blocks there, 11 blocks there, and 12 blocks there. But if we try and place one more, you'll notice it will not push because we've reached our 12 block limit. Now, I tell you that because this is where we're going to come in handy. This is the setup you're going to want to use. First of all, find the tree that you're going to want to place. It is my opinion, I recommend you place an additional log of the same type underneath it, because what's going to happen is the pistons are going to place some redstone blocks into place that are going to activate the rest of this TNT. So it goes as follows. From here, place down in this spot. Now, you don't have a block here. In this spot, and in all of these spots as well, you're going to want to place down some kind of block. I use sandstone because it's got a very low break value. You can use dirt for all I care. From here, you're going to want to place down a hopper, just like that, and then have a hopper going. It's going to be difficult to do without a block to stand. Hold on. Let me do that first. There we go. So you're going to have two hoppers feeding into each other. One's going to be feeding in that way. And now I need to, dang it, what have I done? I'm ruining this. Okay, so you got two hoppers feeding into each other like that. From here, place an item into the hopper. We're just going to use a hopper. And what you're going to see is it's going to be constantly transferring between those two. Now you're going to need a redstone comparator, and that is going to cause a constant signal to go like this. You see, we had our 12 blocks, and that's why I got pushed up like that. But that's fine, because when we place one more, here's where the key important bit comes in. You're going to want to place down, let's break this for now so it doesn't keep activating, a redstone block in between these two open lanes like this. Now from here, line your TNT. You can place as much TNT as you want. For this demonstration, we're just going to put down 3 on each side. You can keep going in this direction, and again, you can go in all 4 directions. We're just doing it a 2D perspective. We'll place down one more block down here because it got pushed up. Now, because there are 12 blocks in place here, more than 12 blocks, you'll notice that even with the comparator here, oh, no, not like that. But even with the comparator here, you'll see the piston is not placing it. However, the moment one of these gets broken, you're going to see what happens right here. It's going to activate and activate all of these TNT, which is going to cause a chain reaction and cause the rest of these TNT to go off. This is because once you break that initial log, you put 11 blocks for the piston so that it finally gets to activate. So I'm back with another demonstration, a real demonstration. This time we're in full diamond gear because I want to show off this sucker's power. So what we've got going on here is we've gone ahead and done the full 3D version. We've got 5 TNT, 5 TNT, 5 TNT, 5 TNT, and then 2 rows underneath that. Since it's double layered, we got 5 more. So we got a total of 40 TNT. Again, we've got that extra log there. You'll see why in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this up because this is how it's going to look assuming you do this to your server. You don't want to see any of the TNT when you do it. So you're going to break this. Immediately what you're going to see happen is once this log breaks, another one's going to get pushed up. That might alert them, so it might be an optional thing, but either way, a block's going to appear. I went ahead and chose a log for, safety purposes, but this is going to break. And the reason we did so many is because now look what happens. We got TNT. Even if we don't know what's going on, we've got so many TNT. And if the TNT blast doesn't launch you or doesn't kill you, then the drop will. That launched us so high up. So the pros of this one are it's more of a guaranteed kill. However, the cons are it's a little expensive. Well, I mean, it's expensive if you make it expensive. Again, it doesn't have that surprise factor. It's not really an instant thing, and it takes just a few more supplies than our first tree example, but nowhere near as complex as the last one, which is also the most deadly. Before I show you the final trap, it's important to note that with the recent change in 1.8 with how rails work, notice you used to be able to stack minecarts infinitely by just right-clicking on the side here. No longer possible. The moment you place down a minecart entity, you actually cannot click there anymore. Mojang did their best to try and make sure you couldn't stack multiple TNT at once. But don't worry, we got a workaround. I'm going to show you it right now. Alright, so this last one is easily not only the most destructive, but the most fun. However, it's also the most complex. I'm going to break it down as best I can for you so it's easy to follow along. We've got our suspect tree. Ignore these two. This is just to help me for placeholders so I know how to set this up. First of all, empty out the area underneath. You are going to have to place some more stuff underneath. First of all, let's just clear this up just a little bit so you can see what's going on here. These are the blocks you're going to need to break underneath. So directly under, break 2 under, break 1 right here, and I'm going to start setting up so you can see what's going on. So again, place a lever on the bottommost log, turn that sucker on. You're going to want to place 2 redstone as such On this side, you'll want a torch and another piece of redstone right here. Place down a powered rail. Now, remember what I said, you can't stack TNT minecarts the same way, which is why you're going to need to place down 2 more powered rails. On top of that, you're going to want to place down a torch so that you can power these blocks just as such, so now they're powered. From here, place down as many TNT minecarts as you please. You're going to need at least 2, so let them just get in place just like that. So we're going to stack down 3. Just like that. From here, you can go ahead and break those again. You only need that 1 torch technically. Place a block above this torch, and then from here, just cover up the suspecting area as such. No one's any the wiser. No one knows that you're gonna just blow them the heck up right here. And the moment they break the bottom log, it's gonna cause those TNT minecarts, well, to do this. Instant death. And I will show you one more time in a realistic survival mode setting. So we're back and we're completely set up with our TNT minecart trap. We're rocking full diamond armor. We got some ultimate protection going on here. Nothing's gonna stop us. However, we don't know that there's secretly something ready to blow us up right underneath this tree. So what we've got going here is we're gonna break down this log and you're gonna see the destruction. It is instant, and oh my gosh. Why did I stop? It is instant and it is deadly. Just like that, you are launched sky high and you're dead. Just like that. And you're launched sky high, which means any items that this sucker drops are completely safe from further explosion. That's just with 5 TNT, a guaranteed death of full diamond armor. Now, if they're enchanted with blast protection, just throw a few more on there, and I guarantee you're going to take care of anybody that wants to mess with you on any servers that you come across. But either way, guys, that was actually this redstone video. It was a quick one, but it was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, and if you want to see more redstone videos, both with and without command blocks, or with more TNT, then the best way to show it is by leaving a rating on the video. I want to see if we can get at least 500 likes for this redstone video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is useful for you on your servers or anywhere you play. Let me know if you guys end up using it, and of course, we will catch you later. Thanks.